Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Reggie Rivers.
Thank you and good morning. Could we start off with a moment of silence for the Los Angeles Lakers? Oh, is it too soon? I'm sorry. That wound is fresh. Hey, I'm Reggie Rivers, happy to be here. Some of you may remember me from my NFL career. We're here with our Denver Broncos. Thank you. I am commonly referred to as the greatest Bronco in the history of the franchise, but you know, it's just a nickname. For those of you who have actually followed my career and actually seen my highlights, just keep your mouth shut. I'm delighted to be here for the 21st Annual Breakfast for Humanity, celebrating the mission and impact of Habitat for Humanity. Homeownership and housing in general is such an important issue in our community, and we see home prices rising. And for everybody who owns a home, how many of you in this room are homeowners? Right, for everybody who owns a home, it's kind of neat. Hey, look at that, the prices are going up. Look, man, my house is worth more and more, but our community gets more and more unaffordable all the time. It used to be that we would say that affordable housing is same as low-income housing, and that's not true anymore. It is people with really good jobs, making a good income, cannot afford to buy homes in our community, and we can shrug our shoulders and say, well, there's nothing we can do about it. This is a big macroeconomic problem. There's nothing that can be done about it. Well, you're here at this breakfast with this organization that is doing something about it. And so we appreciate you being here. For those of you who have attended this event in the past, we want to say thank you again for being here and coming back and telling others about it. If it's your first time, I think you'll find this very educational about what's happening with home ownership in Denver and what Habitat is doing about it. We're excited to share the wonderful work that Habitat for Humanity of Metro Denver is contributing to our community, and we hope that you'll find it interesting and be inspired by its impact. I know I speak for the whole Habitat Metro Denver team when we say we're incredibly grateful to you to be here to learn this morning. Okay, quick rundown on what we're going to do today. First, we'll do a check-in with Habitat Metro Denver CEO Jaime Gomez. Next, we'll share a behind-the-scenes look at how Habitat finds land and designs and builds affordable homes to create a more affordable housing supply in Metro Denver. Then we'll hear from an amazing woman, Juana, who's sitting here, who moved into a Habitat home 10 years ago, and it was a pivotal milestone in her life and in the life of her family. And then we will conduct some fundraising, a paddle raiser. You'll notice paddles in the middle of your table. We'll tell you what to do with those in a little while, so that we can all help to transform lives through affordable home ownership. All right, to start things off this morning, we have a blessing from Habitat's wonderful faith partner, Pastor Caitlin Trussell of Augustana Lutheran Church. Pastor?
Good morning, everyone. I am incredibly excited on every level to be here with you this morning. Last year, I had a little thing called lymphoma, chemo, and complete remission. So truly, I am excited to be here with you this morning. As Reggie said, I'm Pastor Caitlin Trussell, and I bring you greetings from the Sinner Saints of Augustana Lutheran Church. If we were all to get up and walk there, it's 20 minutes north of here, and we sit alongside the Habitat site of Augustana Homes, which is really exciting. Most of us are capable of just about anything, given the right set of circumstances. Our human capacity knows no bounds, for good or for ill. And this morning, we celebrate our capacity for good. And I invite you to breathe in that goodness. And I also invite you to please rise in body or in spirit as we gather with a blessing. Yeah, please stand. I know it's going to take just a second. This is a simple 3-part blessing, and you all have a part of it. So when I say, and the people say, I invite you, as you're comfortable, you don't have to do this, but as you're comfortable, when I say, and the people say, you can say amen. So we're going to practice. And the people say, Holy One, giver of hope that can be trusted, good and gracious is your will for all of humanity to live in peace. May we see the holy in our neighbor, and may our neighbor grace us likewise. And the people say, Holy One, giver of our earthly home, we thank you for people who tirelessly and generously give time or money, who advocate for housing from every possible angle, and who make homes happen with the sheer grit of collective will. And the people say, Holy One, giver of breath and life, thank you for the fruit of the earth, and for each person who planted, harvested, sold, prepared, and now serves our breakfast this morning. May they know wages, lives, and homes that are enough, stable, and safe. May this food from their labor bless our bodies and our bodies to your holy service, so that all people may live in the justice of your positive peace. And the people say, you may be seated.
Thank you, Pastor. I grew up my dad was a Baptist pastor for 25 years, and I like that approach. I just like to say I think that the Denver Nuggets are going to win another championship. And the people say, I think the Avalanche are going to win another Stanley Cup. And the people say, I think the Broncos are going to win another Super Bowl. And the people say, I think the Rockies are going to serve some good beer at their games. And the people say, thank you, Pastor. We appreciate it. All right. I want to take a moment to thank some key Habitat partners who are in the room today. I want to thank all of the elected officials who have joined us this morning, Habitat's incredible board of directors and staff, our dedicated faith coalitions and partners, our corporate partners, individual donors, and all the wonderful volunteer table hosts who help make this event a great success every year. How about a big round of applause for everybody? We want to say thank you to the caterers and servers. We know you work hard. We appreciate the work that they contribute to make this a wonderful experience for everybody. A round of applause for them, please. And we want to give a special shout out to our wonderful event sponsors. An event like this would not be possible without their support. Thank you especially to the Colorado Housing and Finance Authority. Thank you guys for your tremendous support. They are today's presenting sponsor. We want to say thank you to our legacy sponsors as well, Arrow Electronics and U.S. Bank. Thank you to Davis, Graham, and Stubbs, and Roxanne and Ed Anderson. So we appreciate all of Habitat's sponsors and all of the work that they do. As you look at this list, if you do business with any of these companies, let them know that you saw them here at the Habitat Breakfast. They don't do it to get acclaim. They do it because they care about our community, but it's always nice to hear somebody say, hey, we appreciate the good work that you're doing. All right. So we appreciate all of them. It is now my pleasure to introduce the amazing CEO of Habitat. His name is Jaime Gomez. They call him the man. Welcome, Jaime.
The man just lost his lavalier. Yeah, the man just dropped his lavalier, so how does that work?
The man standing next to the man is going to help you put this back on your pocket.
All right. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Doing great? Reggie's fixing me.
Here, you're going to put it in your pocket.
There we go.
Old school. Just put it in your front pocket.
Reggie, you can go back over there.
All right.
How you doing, Reggie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you. It's nice to meet you in person.
Good. Thank you.
And thank you all for being here. Look at this amazing crowd. The power of community is front and center, and we're so excited to have everybody here to learn more about Habitat, what we do, and the community impact that we have with all of our partners, especially those in this room. So thank you all for being here.
Great. You know, Jaime, I know that many people call you Jamie. You say you don't care either way?
I don't care. My name is Jaime Gonzalo Cipriano Gomez, pero mis amigos digan Jamie. It's okay to call me Jaime or Jamie. And impressive, you called the Spanish name out, so I appreciate that very much.
Well, I grew up in San Antonio, and so there's a lot of Spanish speakers in San Antonio, and my friends in San Antonio, if they ever saw a video of me calling you Jamie, they would call me. They'd be like, Reggie, have you forgotten your roots?
There you go. So do you speak a little Spanish?
I speak a little Spanish, and I have a really short Spanish rap song that I sing to anybody who hears me speak a little bit of Spanish and thinks that I speak a lot more than I do. So it goes, tu boca está moviendo, te escucho pero no entiendo. Necesitas hablar más despacio, con palabras más fácil y básico. So that means your mouth is moving, but I don't understand what you're saying. You got to slow down and use easier words.
Eso fue impresionante. Do not try that at home. Very nice, Reggie. Thank you for that.
Good, good. Okay, so you joined Habitat as a CEO in the past year. Tell us more about yourself and how you became involved in affordable housing.
Okay, so first a little bit about myself. I'm a native Coloradan, born in Durango, Colorado, little small town in southwest Colorado. My family roots, we've been in Colorado for the longest period of time. You know, those little stickers that you see there in the back there that say native. I don't have one of those, but that is part of my story. Our roots go back to the southwest Colorado and northern New Mexico region since the 1600s. My dad's now 90 years old and tells me I'm a 10th generation Coloradan, so we've been here a long time and really feel part of, this is my state, this is who we are.
90 years old, wow.
Yeah, he's still doing well too. He drives, but I'm not sure he should be, so I'm watching that. You know, it's one of those things. I was going to say, so my family, just my mom and dad, they both come from really big families, 10 brothers and sisters on one, 7 brothers and sisters on the other. And growing up in Durango, I had 41 first cousins in Durango. So I used to think Durango is 90% Latino. It's not. It's like 10%, but those were just my cousins. That was my little world. That was where I was at. But just over 50 years ago, you know, my parents made a big decision to move from Durango to Denver. We went from the little D to the big D, right? And it was a game changer. They wanted a better opportunity, a new start. They felt like moving to a big metro area would give us the opportunity for better education and for job opportunities, career opportunities. And so we made that move. And we moved to the city of North Glen, Denver metro area, city of North Glen. We moved into this block that was really amazing. It really gave us that sense of community. We always called it like the little United Nations of Northland because we had a very racially and ethnically diverse block in an area that was not very diverse at all. And sidebar, Reggie, former Denver Bronco. One of my neighbors was a former Denver Bronco. Odell Berry lived on our block. Did you ever know of Odell?
Odell Berry, the mayor.
The mayor, yeah, he became the mayor of North Glen. He was a Denver Bronco in the mid-1960s, and we grew up with his family, and that's one of the reasons I became such an avid Denver Bronco fan, but that's a little bit of a sidebar now. But I thought you might know of Odell Berry. But anyway, living in North Glen, we really felt like that was the community for us, and it was a really nice opportunity. Ended up going to school here in Boulder, and so I've been here my whole life. Professionally, and this is sort of interesting, you saw the presenting sponsor logo came up was Chaffa. Chaffa sitting right here, and I worked for Chaffa for the past 24 years. Let's give them a hand. Chris White and his team are doing a great job. I was there for 24 years until the end of July last year, and then I made the switch to become the CEO of Habitat Metro Denver. So it's kind of surreal sitting here watching my old teammates and my new teammates in the same room, so it's very good. But I've been in the affordable housing space for quite some time now.
Oh, that's wonderful. Sounded like you guys had to leave Durango just to find someone to date.
I don't know what to say to that.
So you have a deep connection to affordable housing and home ownership. Tell us why it's so important and so transformational.
Okay, thanks. Well, and everybody has a story, and you don't really start thinking about that all the time. But as I started thinking about it for this event, when we moved from Durango to North Glen, it was a big step for my parents, right? They've been in Durango their whole lives, first in their families to move away, their first home. So for them, it was all about their first home, housing stability, having the opportunity for their family to grow. For my brother and I, we had a backyard to play football in, a cul-de-sac to play baseball, and it was all about just having a place, a safe haven, a place of security, a place for us. But when I started going through high school, my brother was older, my sister was younger. That's when I really noticed the power of home ownership because, we had a one-income family. My mother raised all 3 kids until we were out of high school, and then she went to college. But we had a one-income family, and my parents were still able to send all 3 children to college at the same time because we overlapped, and there's no way that we could have gone to college and then gone on to the successes that we've achieved without that home. My parents figured out that they could leverage the equity in that home to help put us through college. And that was a game changer for us. It was transformative, and it really had a generational impact for all of us. So for me, homeownership is critical. There's needs across the entire spectrum. You described that. But homeownership is a game changer because it's generational and it's transformational.
That's wonderful. Okay. So we appreciate you being here. We appreciate sharing your background, some of the information that you have to share. We're going to talk more about Habitat's projects in a little while.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here.
So as we said earlier, those of you who are attending this event for the first time might not know exactly what Habitat Metro Denver does, who they serve, or the impact they have. Some of you know a lot about Habitat, but you might not know exactly how they find land to build their incredible projects or how they work with partners throughout that process. So next up, we want to share a behind-the-scenes video of how Habitat builds affordable homeownership opportunities right here in Denver. We hope this gives you a picture of Habitat's commitment to affordable homeownership and the profound impact that it has on families.
Habitat's mission is woven into every stage of the process of building a new home. The work that we do has never been more important than it is today, and your support is vital to helping us continue to help individuals and families attain homeownership. Today we'll go behind the scenes and follow a Habitat home from inception to impact.
Each project starts with that land opportunity from that very inception. We're out there in the community, working with different partners, trying to understand need, understand opportunity, and see if that's a fit for Habitat.
It starts with a conversation. When the goals of a community partner align with ours, that's where the magic happens.
A Habitat project can start 2 years before construction starts or 15 years before construction starts. We're partnering with these different jurisdictions or nonprofits to find properties that will be suitable for affordable homeownership. The land is the first thing that we are acquiring. It's the first large expense that we're doing in a project, and we want to make sure that we're analyzing it, we're planning it, and we are preparing it in a way that is going to lead us up to develop a strong, vibrant, but affordable community. Once we've identified that land opportunity and we really go into that design phase, we approach it with this balance of 3 different things: affordability, livability, and neighborhood context. Whether it's just one house or 30 homes, we want that community to be integrated into its surroundings.
It's really important to consider when you are building in a neighborhood especially an established neighborhood, that you are taking some cues from your context.
We build all across the metro area, so sometimes in very suburban settings, other times in very urban settings. And so our houses look different if they're in downtown Denver versus suburban Aurora or somewhere in Inglewood. We're looking at what the development's going to cost. So to buy the land, to develop that land, to build that home, and how much funding do we have to cover all that cost? And really, what can a buyer afford?
There's always a gap. We have to look at what families can afford, what we can build it for, and then we need to find partners or funders to fill that gap.
The ultimate goal of the design phase is for us to create a home that is affordable, livable, and that fits in that neighborhood that we're building it in.
My crew is the vertical construction crew, and so we come out after foundations have been laid. A bunch of major infrastructure comes in, and then we get to go vertical.
When we think of the affordable housing crisis that we're facing in this community, we know that at the heart of that is a lack of inventory. So first and foremost, Habitat for Humanity is a home builder.
We are a very unique home builder because we don't only have construction staff who know what they're doing, we have volunteers who show up every day, and then we also incorporate the future homeowners. They help build their homes or other people's homes as well. It's an incredible opportunity for community building. It's a pretty powerful experience to come together and work on something that is larger than yourself.
What comes to light for me is when people are on a construction site, people who don't really know each other that well, but they're all coming together for a common purpose, knowing that their work is helping out someone else.
Affordable is really challenging because homes are very expensive to build, and we do not cut corners.
We use quality materials. We prioritize energy efficient appliances and systems so that the homes can be successful to that buyer as well as the next buyer and the next buyer and the next buyer.
We are purchasing high quality components, and we spend a lot of time with our volunteers making sure that they put in every single nail that needs to go there. We get it done right. Once the house is done and the future homeowners are about to move in, we make sure that they walk through the house, notice anything that might still need to be done. One house that I built a long time ago, the father of this family, he said the one thing that he was really looking forward to was having an affordable payment on his home so he could stop working multiple jobs so that he could be at the dinner table with his children and ask them how their day at school was. It's the little things that some of us take for granted that mean so much about having a safe and stable home.
When a Habitat family moves into their home, the first thing that they really feel is that sense of stability. Knowing that they have an affordable mortgage where the payments will not increase or continue to increase over time. They have a sense of security and safety and peace, and just knowing that this place is their home.
We're committed to developing affordable homeownership in Metro Denver to provide people opportunity to live in the places that they work or live in the community that they were raised in.
We also have long-term affordability covenants, or we put these homes into community land trust, which ensures that we're always contributing to the affordable homeownership stock in the city or the communities that we're serving.
We're creating a community asset. And so these homes are not only affordable to that first person that's buying it, but they're affordable in the long term.
The longer a homeowner stays in their neighborhood and their community, their property values tend to increase, which allows them to gain equity and economic mobility. You can gain wealth for your family that translates into generational wealth in future years. That's the beauty of homeownership.
Having a safe place to call home is beyond precious to me. I picture children that have roots, that have friendships. They are going to school in the same school every year. They have playmates that are not changing constantly because they're moving, that they have stability.
That opportunity to have an affordable home means that somebody has a place to come to every night. It's a place for them to be who they are. Habitat's mission is to build homes, community, and hope. And that's the approach that we take from day one, and that end result of a stable place for somebody to live is really a result of that mission.
If affordable housing speaks to you, this is a great place to put those desires into action. We are making an impact. Every single home helps, but we are far from where we need to be.
This work is important to me because of the stability it creates for households, for people, for families.
Homeownership is really the foundation for a family's future stability and growth.
From inception to impact, building homes, communities, and hope takes partnership, creativity, and a focus on long-term impact. It takes all of us working together so that we can ensure this process remains strong and sustainable into the future, impacting even more families and creating stability in our communities.
Well, that is a great primer on what Habitat does and the impact that it has in homes, community, and hope. And it is amazing how supporting this organization has this generational impact. It's unlike other things that we can do in our community. Investing and helping people become homeowners is one of the most impactful things that you can do. All right, so this morning I have the honor to introduce to you an amazing woman named Juana. She bought her Habitat home more than 12 years ago. She's lived there ever since. She supported her family and building roots in this house. Buying a Habitat home was a big milestone for her. It altered the trajectory of her future and her family's future. Can't wait for you to hear more about her incredible story. And Juana, while you make your way up here to the stage, we're gonna see some video clips from when Juana first moved into her Habitat home 13 years ago. It also features her daughter, Danielle, who was 13 at the time, and Juana's mother, Josefina, who is here with us today. So please check out this video.
I grew up on the south side of Denver, Colorado. We were a close-knit family for many, many years. And then all of a sudden, I hit the teens and got rebellious and started walking on the wrong road. I had to face myself, and it was really challenging. I couldn't have done it without Habitat.
I don't want to forget anyone, because each and every one of you that stand here today are the reason why we are able to say that we're homeowners.
Because of this house, I have a new family that I found in Habitat for Humanity. Because of this house, I see hope that she didn't have before.
Looking forward to being in my own kitchen, baking cookies with my daughter, just being able to be together and, and enjoy the accomplishment of completing everything that was required to become a Habitat owner.
As a homeowner, I feel more confident. I feel like my life has been open to more possibilities than impossibilities. You saw that she had joy in her soul. You saw that there was hope. And she became that butterfly, that mariposa that she wanted so bad to become. She flew.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here. I wasn't expecting to cry, but I'm gonna hold back the tears, take a deep breath, and share with you my story. I'd like to thank God for this opportunity. I'd like to acknowledge my family who is here with me today, my husband, Benito, my mom, Josie, my son and daughter, Ray and Danielle, and their families that are watching virtually. I'm a grandma, so I have to take the time to say hi, Brooklyn, hi, Aiden, hi, Raylyn, hi, Alani, hi, Josiah. I'd also like to honor the memory of Jim Rutler. He chaired the Loaves and Fishes Coalition with Habitat Jim and his wife Barbara and the Loaves and Fishes Coalition sponsored our home as the 12th homeowners. Thank you, Loaves and Fishes. Well, 13 years ago, as depicted in the video, we embarked on a remarkable journey to construct our dream home. Looking back on this day, I am filled with a sense of gratitude and awe. The feeling of joy, excitement that filled the air that day was eccentric, and the dedication and the hard work of everyone involved was truly inspiring. This experience was a turning point in my life, and as it marked the beginning of a new chapter filled with stability and hope. You see, for many years prior to buying a Habitat for Humanity home, I had been struggling with instability. I was in an internal, desolate place, unable to rise above the debris of addiction. I am now 20 years sober. During the addiction, my walls were torn down. I was in this state for many years. Bit by bit, this destructive road stole my dreams, my confidence, my self-worth, my honor, and my dignity. I burned bridges, neglected my family, and lost their respect and their trust. I would attempt to start tasks or goals, but couldn't finish what I started. It was in 2004 when I hit rock bottom. I took refuge at Center of Hope Rehabilitation Center. This is where I began my journey of healing from the pain that I used drugs to numb myself with. As time went on, I began to feel stable again. And I began to rebuild those walls that had been torn down. Internally, I felt life spring forth again. I was alive. I rose from the debris of addiction, and I reclaimed my dreams, my confidence, my self-worth, my honor, and my dignity. Equipped with patience, consistency, and determination, the burned bridges have been mended. I have gained the respect of my family, and I have regained their trust. I began rebuilding my life, brick by brick. After I finished rehab, I was ready for the next step of my journey, transitioning into society. During this transition, I remember thinking, I want to be a homeowner. I recall sitting in the car and looking up into the sky and asking God, what's the name of that place that helps people become homeowners? I didn't get a response right away, but a couple of weeks later, in my mailbox, he had answered my question. He listened, and he knew the exact time that I needed the information. I was so excited. This is it, God, this is it. Thank you, thank you. The flyer had the information about an orientation to find out more about the Habitat program. I was so nervous and excited. I went through the process. Each step of the journey, I was, please God, let me pass this step. Please God, let me pass this step. When we got to the financial step, we ran into a couple of things that needed to be fixed. But Habitat did not say, sorry, Charlie, you gotta go. I can't help you. We can't move on. They equipped me better with tools so that I could fix my current situation, and I was able to move on. Having a home and being involved with Habitat has opened many doors for my family and I. This list is long, but I will only share a few. First, Habitat created a stability for our family. We have a home where we can build and maintain a loving, family unit that we had lacked. We feel safe and we thank you for that security. Second, they handed me a hard hat and a hammer. I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to trust me with that. I thought to myself, I remember, bear with me. For many years, we lived apart. Now, my family and I lived apart, and now we have a place to gather together for family celebrations. We have been gathering continuously since 2010. I started my journey to becoming a homeowner with Habitat, and in 2010, I finished what I started. It's now 13 years later, 2024. My husband, Benito, and I married in 2016, and the journey has been filled with much love and much joy. He is a hard worker, a kind man. He also is a jack of all trades. He has transformed our home into a welcoming and beautiful oasis. I am incredibly honored to be his wife and to be living this life with him. My son is an impeccable husband and father, demonstrating responsibility, dedication, and love towards his family. His hard work has allowed him to become a homeowner, providing a secure environment for his loved ones to thrive. My daughter, who moved into the Habitat for Humanity home in 2010 with me, and at that time was 13, today has a beautiful family that brings her immense joy. She is a loving and devoted wife and mother. She is dedicated to her work and her family. I admire my daughter, and she is well on her way to becoming a homeowner. She did recently share with me that she had an epiphany about the significance of the Habitat experience. It wasn't until she reflected on the loaves and fishes blessing and the home dedication ceremony that she truly appreciated the impact it had on her life. She distinctly recalls when those who attended wrote prayers within the walls of our home, making it a personal and unique experience. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all who partnered with us to build a place we can proudly call home. Your unwavering support has given us a hand up and the chance to leave a legacy that'll last for future generations. A legacy that will inspire hope, faith, confidence, financial stability, and the knowledge that with hard work, generosity, and a strong sense of values, anything is possible. Your partnership has been a vital part of our journey and will always hold a special place in our hearts. It has motivated us to not only pay back those who have helped us directly, but to also pay it forward by helping others. It has empowered us to continue striving to improve our lives and the lives of those around us. The ability to leave a lasting legacy is a powerful reminder of the impact we have on future generations. I share this not only for my family, but for yours as well, so that we may all learn from the lessons life has taught us, and we pass them on to our next generations. I hope that by sharing my journey, my story, and my values, I can inspire others to pursue their big dreams, and in doing so, create a better world for us all, brick by brick. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Juana. We appreciate you sharing your story, very powerful. And as we said, this is what Habitat does. We're making an investment in a family that transforms that family and the future generations. Okay, so we've reached the time in our program right now where we can all get involved to make a difference. In the middle of your table are a bunch of paddles. Just go ahead and pick one up. It doesn't matter which number you have. The numbers are just here to help us facilitate this. But everybody grab one and then hold it up high. Let's just take some pictures to put on social media. Show everybody how much support we're giving. And while you've got them raised up, there you go. While you've got them raised up, take a look around you. Look at the size of the team that we have in this room. You know, alone, any one of us can only do so much, but together as a team, there's a lot of us. We can make a big impact. All right, you can lower them down now. And what we're going to do, we're going to do a paddle raiser. We're going to start off high, and we're going to work our way down, and we're going to ask you to commit to a donation, and then we'll explain in a little while how you'll actually make that donation. But right now, we're looking to see what we can do as a team in this room. We're going to start high, we're going to work our way down, and we hope that each of you who raised your paddle just now will raise it at least one more time this morning when you hear a level that matches your means and matches your commitment. I know some of you have made a contribution already before coming in here today. If so, just raise your paddle at the appropriate time. When we announce your level, raise your paddle to be read off. You raise it up, I'll read off the number, and that's how we're going to record this. All right, so we're going to start off at $10,000. Is there anyone who would like to donate $10,000 this morning? Number 362, thank you, ma'am. Number 186. Number 51, thank you. Number 493, thank you. Is there anyone else at $10,000? Okay, that was 4 people at $10,000. That's $40,000 that we've raised as a team, and there's a lot of team members left. How about $5,000 this morning? $5,000? Number 252. Number 129, number 45, thank you, Jaime. Number 536, number 467, number 211, number 190, number 185. How many was that? That was 8 people at $5,000. Anyone else? Okay, 8 people at $5,000, that's $40,000 on top of the $40,000 we had. We're at $80,000 raised so far as a team. How about $2,500 this morning? Number 37, love your hair, sir. Number 198, number 332, number 327, number 363, number 374, number 464, number 465, number 468, number 280, number 81, number 11, number 303, number 246, number 105, number 115, number 111. How many was that? That was 17 people at $2,500. That's $42,500. Do we have one more? Keep our numbers round. Number 182, thank you very much. So that's 18 people at $2,500. 18 people at $2,500, that's $45,000 on top of the $80,000 we had. We're at $125,000 raised so far as a team. Our next level is $1,000, and we're getting into the territory where more and more people can get involved. So how about if we fill up this room with $1,000 commitments? Number 121, number 23, thank you, Chaffa. Number 10, number 102, number 16, number 152, number 177, number 162, number 337, number 433, number 514, number 494, number 208, number 492, number 201, number 205. Sir, I read yours, 494. I got that one already. Thank you. Number 201, number 210, number 540, number 531, number 384, number 490, number 489, number 488, number 481, number 484, number 414, number 277, number 72, number 61, number 45, thank you again, Jaime, number 57, number 58. How many was that? That was 33 people at $1,000. Do we have two more? Number 209. How about one more? We have 34. We're looking for one more at $1,000. Do we have one more commitment at $1,000? It's 34 people. Number 454. Thank you. A repeat player in this game. So that's $35,000 at that level on top of the $125,000 that we had raised so far. So we're at $160,000. Is that right? $160,000 raised so far as a team. $500 this morning. How about $500? Number 42, thank you, Pastor. Number 64, number 52, number 56, number 80, number 75, number 227, number 225, number 412, number 231, number 237, number 99, number 417, number 468, number 281, number 289, number 403, number 372, number 395, number 351, number 192, number 191, number 203, number 204, number 487, number 533, number 530, number 529, number 528, number 206, number 364, number 321, number 527, number 422, number 508, number 511, number 123, hey, number 294, number 17, number 298, number 166, number 167, number 168, number 13, number 157, number 9, number 504, number 538. How many was that? That was 48 people at $500. Could we get two more? Number 491, thank you. How about one more person? $500. Number 178, thank you, sir. That's 50 people at $500. That's $25,000 on top of the $160 we already had. We're at $185,000 raised so far. 185, is that correct? All right, 185. We're getting down to it. Next level is $250, and this is the last level at which you can qualify for an income tax credit of 25%, an enterprise zone tax credit, if your donation is designated to a particular project. Who'd like to donate $250 this morning? Number 3, number 117, number 120. Thank you, my bald brother. Number 116, number 114. Number 107, number 173, number 172, number 170, number 247, number 248, number 296, number 302, number 241, number 130, number 301, number 302, number 437, number 438, number 308, number 440, number 506, number 505, number 187, number 207, number 512, my old area code in San Antonio, number 493, number 499, number 367, number 376, number 38. That's my number, baby, number 38. You guys know it. It's a shocker that number has not been retired by the Denver Broncos, but number 22, number 39 is close to a good number. Number 93, number 352, number 353, number 359, number 357, number 220, number 218, number 35, number 33, number 221, number 239, number 407, number 461, number 469, number 268, number 85, number 68, number 70, number 53. Anyone else? How many was that? 52 people at $250. That's $13,000. That's a nice even number. Okay, 13,000 on top of the, where were we, 185? So we're at $198,000 raised so far as a team. We're about to break 200,000. Our last level this morning is $100. Who'd like to donate $100 this morning? Number 63, number 87, number 83, number 82, number 46. Thank you. Number 74, number 78, number 76, number 77, number 224, number 264, 222, 229, 230. 418, 420, 470, 401, 235, 408, 285, 392, 394, 450, 255, 217, 256, 251, 263, 371, 217, 214, 215, another bald brother. Number 254, number 379, number 370, number 482, number 358, number 132, number 131, number 133, number 194, number 200, number 369, number 389, number 388, number 521, 522, 539, 537, 525, 591, 593, 594, 597, 497, 425, 365, 199, 600, 328, 426, 427, 498, 428, 496, 596, 514, 515, 195, 137, 136, 24, 25, 12, 293, 436, 307, 306, 474, 475, 242, 304, 243, 480, 300, 165, 164, 179, 180, 163, 179, 176, is correct? 153, 154, 160, 158, number 8, number 4, number 119, number 24, number 217. How many was that? That was 101 Dalmatians. That is fantastic. 101 is $10,100 on top of the 198. We're at $208,100. That's amazing. Okay, so now we're going to do a class project. We'd like for you to make your contribution now, and it's very easy to do. You can use your phone. That's the easiest way. On your phone, there's a couple of things that you can do. You're going to text the phrase HOMES24 to the number 41444. Or you can just scan that QR code. That QR code is up on the screen. It is on the can in the middle of your table. So you can scan the QR code. You'll be taken right there. If you text HOMES24, no spaces, to 41444, you'll receive a donation link on your phone. Then just fill out that link. We suggest that you use Apple Pay if you have it. That way you don't have to type in your credit card number. Is everyone here comfortable with donating on their phone? Or are there any people who want to write checks? Okay, if you'd like to write a check, that's no problem. There are envelopes in the middle of the table in that bucket. You take one of those envelopes, you fill out your check, and what we're asking you to do, make your commitment of whatever you raised your paddle for this morning. We're operating on the honor system, but whatever you raised your paddle for, we ask you to make that contribution. You can fill out a check. Is there anybody here who is going to donate using their donor advised fund? Anyone have a DAF? Okay. If you're going to do that, we ask you to take one of those envelopes out and just write your information down and just say on there that you will be submitting a payment through your donor advised fund. We'll give you a couple of minutes here just to fill that out. If we have any Oakland Raiders or Los Angeles Raiders or Las Vegas Raiders fans here, if you need help, just flag down a third grader. I don't mean to denigrate the Raiders or their fans, but if you are a Raiders fan, denigrate means to put down. Okay, everybody done? All right. Hey, give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you for your generosity. And I apologize. They tried to prompt me up in the AV booth. There's a little video to show you right now, and we're going to show you that.
Oh my gosh. Habitat for Humanity Metro Denver has been instrumental in changing the way that we're going to live our lives.
You gonna go see our room? Let's go check it out.
We are both Denver, Colorado natives. We love the area. Both of our families are here, so our support system is here.
We currently live in an apartment. It's really hard, especially because we've had a lot of floods, so things getting damaged in the floods, and then you have to worry about mold, and that's obviously really scary. We've spent a lot of weekends out at the construction site, getting our sweat equity done, and at the Habitat store, so that's been really fun. Meeting a lot of really cool people along the way.
I'm a project coordinator for a construction company.
And I'm a referrals coordinator for a neurology office.
We both work hard, but it still wouldn't be enough for both of us. So this gives us an opportunity to really grow as a family.
There's literally just no feasible way that we could have afforded it. Also, our lease would be coming up soon, so our rent would be increasing again. So then that puts us even farther behind. So finding Habitat and realizing how attainable it actually was really, really awesome.
It's definitely about stability for us. It's be nice just to have a place where we won't have to worry about the next year.
We have a pretty yellow door. We have 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms. Our little girl was so excited walking and seeing her bedroom for the first time today. Lots of big smiles.
You wanna go see the bathroom? Yeah.
I imagine us having family over for holidays, sitting out on our porch and just enjoying ourselves.
We have an extra bedroom, so if we decide that we want to grow our family, then now that is possible. Right now, living in an apartment, we don't really have that sense of community. Like, I don't even know our neighbors' names. Here, we've already met multiple neighbors. A lot of them have young kids, so it's exciting, like thinking, oh, she'll get to play with her neighbors and stuff growing up. It's changed our life in the absolute best ways. Thank you so much. We are very, very grateful for this opportunity and everything that it's given us.
From the bottom of our hearts, we are really grateful.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, as we wrap things up this morning, we promise to come back and just share a little bit about the projects that Habitat is working on right now. Jaime, what you got?
All right, well, right now is a very exciting time for Habitat Metro Denver. We have several projects that have been recently completed, some that are under construction now, and many planned for the next few years. So we're going to give you a couple of examples of those right now. So let's start off with Miller Homes. Miller Homes is a project you can see that we have in Wheat Ridge. It's near 44th and Kipling. It's 11 new homes that we just recently completed, and it's one of our newer developments. And you can see that it's a beautiful development in and of itself. The next one we have is one called Clara Brown Commons. And this is a really exciting project because it's something different for Habitat to have been involved with. Mile High Ministries is the developer, and they built 61 units of multifamily affordable rental housing on one side, 17 townhomes for Habitat's for sale home ownership on the other side. So you have a mixed income, mixed unit, all in one neighborhood, which is, as you well know, like that's the best way to make neighborhoods thrive is through mixed income. So very proud of this particular project. Another project that we're building is called Augustana. This is where Pastor Trussell is from. This is one that's going to be under construction in Denver near Alameda and Avenue. It's near the Greek Orthodox Church, the Jewish Community Center. We're going to be building 8 homes there, and that's a wonderful development on a really sort of ideal plot in Denver. So we're really proud of that. And the one that's really under construction now, where a lot of our sponsors are building, is called Mountain View Homes. This is a beautiful 20-unit development, and it's in Aurora. And Reggie, I had the opportunity to work on this site last Wednesday, and I went out there, and you saw in the video the chop saw, so I was actually cutting baseboards and installing them with a nail gun. And one of the Habitat supervisors came over and said, "You are doing a great job. This trim work's a little tricky, so why don't you go to the next bedroom and do the baseboards there? I'll take care of this." Reggie, that's code for, at the office, you're the boss. Out here, it's me. So, never thought you'd hear a Rambo reference at the Breakfast for Humanity, but there you go. Mountain View Homes, it's wonderful. And then one more I'd like to highlight is a renovation project called High Street Homes. It's 11 new units in North Denver. These are 2-bedroom units, so families will have an opportunity to move into what used to be Section 8 rental housing that we're renovating into homeownership opportunities. So that's just a flavor of what we're working on right now. And I'd just like to say, none of this work could be possible without all of you. And this is my, I'm only less than a year at this new job at Habitat, and I've never worked for an organization that has a fundraiser asking people to help your organization do its work. So it was really humbling during the paddle exercise and you all donating money. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. That was really humbling. Thanks.
That's wonderful. Thank you for that update on those projects that are going. And I think the lesson you can take from the work you're doing is like, hey, they really appreciate the work you're doing, but this house does have to pass the inspection.
That's exactly right. Thank goodness for that.
All right, so we have a donation tracker. Can we throw that up on the screen, the thermostat, or the thermometer, to kind of show you where, so this is the total raise, you guys in this room, $265,000. There's a few other dollars that are included in that, but you have taken a huge bite out of the overall goal, and I know that some of you are going to be sending your gifts in, so thank you so much for your generosity this morning. And as to wrap things up here, we want to say thank you to Pastor Trussell. We appreciate you. Thank you, Jaime. Thank you, Juana and her family. We appreciate you sharing your story. Thank all of you and your generosity today to serve families in Denver and make Denver a better place to live. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Before you all go, one more thing.
Sorry.
I was telling Reggie that I have 2 children. Gabrielle's my daughter, Nico's my son. And ever since they were kids, I always told them to enjoy the moment. Well, this is my first Breakfast for Humanity, and Reggie, I want to enjoy the moments. Will you take a selfie of us and the crowd?
Yeah, you bet.
On 3, raise your hands and do something wild. 1, 2, 3.
That was wild? Hey. On 3, everybody on your feet.
Yeah, and then you can go. And then you can go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Woo! Thank you all very much.